you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've been keeping up, you know that I moved recently and decided to try out HelloFresh for a couple of weeks. The first week was really great food and it helped me save myself during a really busy week. But it's really only worth it because of the introductory prices, if you ask me. I had another discounted week and was able to get 3 more recipes from HelloFresh, which is really exciting and helped me get through a little bit of a crazy time. I'm gonna have 1 more box on the way, and then I might try out a couple other subscription services. This week, I tried out Amazing Apricot Chicken. This is the recipe that felt a little bit repetitive to me compared to last week, where it was another jam-based recipe with the sauce and just potatoes and green beans. Really simple with the veggies here, which I actually really like plain, simple veggies, but some people might want their veggies dressed up a little because this is part of the whole veggies aren't my thing, I don't like veggies myth. It's just that a lot of people don't know how to cook veggies in an interesting way. HelloFresh is one of those services that just doesn't really know how to make them interesting. This week I tried to stick with low-calorie options. I did try out a vegetarian option, which was the charred corn elote bowl. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that word, forgive me. I did end up adding ground turkey to it, however. This is another recipe that looks like it would be super duper cheap to make on your own, so it's not really worth the subscription price, but it was delicious. Do not get me wrong, it was one of the most delicious meals I've ever had, which is great because it is the vegetarian option, which could often lead to it being the most boring. I did add the turkey, but even without it, I think it would have been really delicious. The final recipe for the week was the creamy chive chicken with lemony rice and Dijon apple salad. I really enjoyed this meal. It was nice to have the salad as a little bit of a switch up. The rice was pretty plain, but not terrible. And I really liked the dressing on the chicken. The chicken had a little bit of a weird texture. I'm not sure if I just had cooked it strangely or we just got a weird cut, but both of us took a bite and we're like, this tastes more like pork than chicken texture-wise, which is a little weird. The chicken and meat products always weird me out, so maybe it's just me. This week I also tried out their wine subscription. I got 6 bottles, I believe it was, for about $7.50 a piece because it was 50% off. Definitely wouldn't be worth it for $14 a piece. The first one we had was a champagne that was delicious. The second one I had was a white wine that tasted so gross. And I'm not usually someone who thinks a wine is so gross, unless it's like a chocolate wine, that usually freaks me out. This one had an aftertaste of blue cheese or something that I did not like, but I was able to drink it with the creamy chive chicken, and because it paired with it, they do this really cool thing where they tell you which of their wines pair with their meals. based on a little logo that goes with it. And that actually took away the aftertaste because I was combining it with other flavors. And then I'm on a red wine right now, which is fine. It's nothing fantastic, but I think I've pretty much found my favorite wine, and I can just stick to that from now on. Probably not gonna do the HelloFresh wines again. I think that HelloFresh is a great option if you have a really busy schedule, and it's about $20 per meal, which is fine. It's not great, and the recipes always seem like they're super cheap ingredients, so I'm really more stockpiling the recipes to use for myself later and buy the items myself because it'll be cheaper by a lot. But I do think it is really great idea to stockpile or just plan out when you're going to try out a subscription box for a week like I did, where you're moving or you're really busy for some other reason. It is great for that. So if you want $40 off of your first box, use my link as a referral in the description box below, and you will have this yummy goodness for yourself. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye.